Questions 47 through 49 refer to the following conversation.
Okay, I finished examining your teeth. Everything looks healthy. Do you have any concerns?
Yes, actually. It's nothing serious, but sometimes my teeth hurt a little when I brush them.
Maybe you're brushing too hard, or you're using the wrong type of toothbrush. I have a pamphlet about that. Here you go. This has some useful recommendations.
Thanks, I'll read it. And by the way, I recently moved, so I need to update my patient file.
Okay. Please give your new address to our receptionist on your way out.
Number 47. Where does the conversation most likely take place? Number 48. What does the man give to the woman? Number 49. What does the man ask the woman to do? Questions 50 through 52 refer to the following conversation.
Hi, Charlie. This is Cora from Thomasville Marketing. We're impressed with your qualifications, and we'd like to offer you the position at our Chicago office.
Thank you. That's exciting news. Moving to Chicago would be a big decision for me, though, so I'll need to think about it.
Well, we'd really like to fill the position this week.
Okay, I understand.
If you accept the position, we'd like you to come to Chicago soon to meet the team you'd be working with. And of course, Thomasville Marketing always pays for business-related air travel and taxi expenses.
Number 50. What type of business does the woman work for? Number 51. What does the woman mean when she says,
We'd really like to fill the position this week?
Number 52. According to the woman, what does the company always pay for? Questions 53 through 55 refer to the following conversation with three speakers.
Kamiko, what are you posting on the notice board?
Hi, Amelia. I'm organizing a company team for a charity event next weekend. It's a 10-kilometer run through the city. The money raised will be used for a neighborhood playground.
Sounds good. By the way, I usually run with some of our colleagues during lunch. I'll talk to them tomorrow about joining the team.
Great. Thanks, Amelia. We need 10 people to make a full team.
Hey, there's Martin. He likes running too. Martin, want to join our team? We're participating in a 10-kilometer run for charity. It's next weekend.
Next weekend? I wish I could, but I'll be in Washington for a conference then.
Number 53. What are the speakers mainly talking about? Number 54. What does Amelia offer to do tomorrow? Number 55. Why will the man be in Washington? Questions 56 through 58 refer to the following conversation.
John, a customer is looking for this winter boot in a size 10. Could you find that for me, please?
Actually, I'm just finishing my shift now.
I'd really appreciate it if you could get this one last thing before you go.
Okay, sure. Oh, last time I was in the stockroom, I noticed that we've sold out of a lot of sizes in this style. I'll go look, but it might be a good idea to ask the customer if she'd be interested in a different style.
Number 56. Where do the speakers most likely work? Number 57. Why does the man decline the woman's request at first? Number 58. What does the man say about an item? Questions 59 through 61 refer to the following conversation.
Ms. Sorensen, it's Tony Reed calling from E-Energy Insight. I appreciate having the opportunity to tell you about our energy management software.
Sure. As the manager of a large bank, I know that our energy bills are quite substantial. We're always looking for ways to cut energy costs.
Well, our software automatically controls the lighting, heating, and cooling of multiple rooms, as well as the energy needed for operating machines. It redirects the energy where it's needed so that there's no waste.
Interesting. Would it be possible for you to give us a demonstration of how it all works?
Number 59. Why is the man calling? Number 60. What does the woman say she is interested in? Number 61. What does the woman request? Questions 62 through 64 refer to the following conversation and floor plan.
Thanks for calling the Forrester Hotel. How can I help you?
Hi, I'm arranging the annual awards banquet for my company. I checked your website. Can I reserve the Rose Hall for May 15th?
Let me check the schedule. I'm afraid the Rose Hall's unavailable that day. The Sunflower Hall is available. It's $50 more expensive than the Rose Hall, but it's larger.
That's okay. The Sunflower Hall should be fine. I also had a question about food for the dinner. Can you recommend a good caterer?
Oh, I'd recommend Sammy's Catering. It's popular because of the variety of vegetarian options they offer.
Number 62. What event is the man calling about? Number 63. Look at the graphic. How much will the man's reservation cost? Number 64. According to the woman, why is a catering business popular? Questions 65 through 67 refer to the following conversation and bar graph.
Michelle, thanks for agreeing to lead this afternoon's meeting with me. One topic I think we should discuss with the staff is factory productivity. We haven't met our quotas for light bulbs for a few months.
I know. Productivity hasn't been stable recently. We had a month of strong production, but the next month was the lowest we've had in a year.
Right. So at today's meeting, let's focus on the month when productivity was very low.
I know that our bulb manufacturing machines broke down several times that month. We should probably have all of them inspected.
I agree. What else should we discuss at the staff meeting?
Number 65. What will the speakers do this afternoon? Number 66. Look at the graphic. Which month do the speakers agree to discuss? Number 67. What does the woman suggest doing? Questions 68 through 70 refer to the following conversation and list.
Hi, Corey. I wanted to talk to you about the way we currently conduct hiring for the firm. I was thinking that we could reduce our workload in the human resources department by reducing the number of steps in the hiring process.
Well, we have to be sure we hire the right people. We can't eliminate the phone call. That's the best way to decide who we should bring in for interviews. But we could stop doing a group interview.
I agree. Honestly, those haven't provided much information about job candidates in the past.
Good point.
Okay, let's work on a presentation to show Mr. Kobayashi our idea.
All right.
Number 68. According to the woman, what is the benefit of changing a process? Number 69. Look at the graphic. Which step do the speakers agree should be removed? Number 70. What will the speakers do next? Part 4. Directions. You will hear some talks given by a single speaker. You will be asked to answer 3 questions about what the speaker says in each talk. Select the best response to each question and mark the letter A, B, C, or D on your answer sheet. The talks will not be printed in your test book and will be spoken only one time. Questions 71 through 73 refer to the following broadcast.
In local news, residents have long awaited the grand opening of the River City Zoo this Saturday. For this special grand opening event, hours will be extended until 8 p.m. And the zoo will also be having a photo contest during the event. Be sure to take photos while you walk through the exhibits to submit for the contest. To read the contest rules and regulations, visit the zoo's website.
Number 71. What event is the speaker mainly talking about? Number 72. What are the listeners encouraged to do during the event? Number 73. What can the listeners find on a website? Questions 74 through 76 refer to the following announcement.
Attention passengers flying to Dublin. Since this flight is fully booked and luggage space will be limited, you may check extra bags for free. If you'd like to check your luggage to your final destination at no extra charge, you can speak to an airline representative at the gate desk. We'll begin boarding soon, so please check your ticket for your seat assignment. Thank you for flying with us.
Number 74. Where most likely does this announcement take place? Number 75. According to the speaker, what can the listeners do for free? Number 76. What does the speaker ask the listeners to do? Questions 77 through 79 refer to the following talk.
Glad to see everyone's back on the bus. I hope you've enjoyed today's tour of Rosedale so far. City Hall is one of my favourite stops. You may not have heard me say it, but our City Hall is notable as the biggest government building in the nation. In a few minutes, we'll arrive at Carpton Market. It has some of the city's best local food. You'll have time to explore the market on your own, but the bus leaves at 3 p.m. I'll be walking around too, so join me if you'd like to hear more about the market.
Number 77. Who most likely is the speaker? Number 78. According to the speaker, what is special about Rosedale City Hall? Number 79. Why does the speaker say,
The bus leaves at 3 p.m.
Questions 80 through 82 refer to the following excerpt from a meeting.
Recently, we conducted a market survey about our new phone application called Mini Market. Well, we found that people of all ages like the idea of using their mobile phones to order groceries. However, there has been one consistent complaint about the app. According to users, the process for ordering groceries with this app is too complicated. So we invited Lupe Gonzalez here to present some ideas. She's a technology consultant who has designed similar apps before.
Number 80. What is the purpose of the meeting? Number 81. What is the main complaint about a phone application? Number 82. What will happen next? Questions 83 through 85 refer to the following announcement.
Before you start this evening's shift, I'd like to make a quick announcement. As you know, we've had a very successful 2 months since our restaurant opened. But of course, that means you've all been working some very long days and serving many customers at once. Now, we'd originally planned to have only 6 waiters on our staff, but our business is increasing. We'll be working to remedy the situation. In the meantime, to thank you for your hard work, we've arranged to get you all some complimentary tickets to the upcoming music festival. Enjoy the event.
Number 83. Where do the listeners work? Number 84. What does the speaker imply when she says,
Our business is increasing.
Number 85. What does the speaker offer the listeners? Questions 86 through 88 refer to the following excerpt from a meeting.
As you all know, when sales at Henry's Home Furnishings dropped again last year, the executive board decided it was time to reevaluate our brand. Our research revealed that we were missing out on a large market, young adults, who saw our products, especially our living room furniture, as out of date and unimaginative. So we're now launching an updated product line based on the latest trends called Urban Henry. Some of the furniture will even feature wireless charging for mobile devices. Now, before the official launch in May, I'd like you, our public relations team, to prepare a press release to send to the usual business news outlets.
Number 86. What does the speaker's company mainly sell? Number 87. How has the company addressed a problem? Number 88. What does the speaker ask the listeners to do? Questions 89 through 91 refer to the following telephone message.
Hello, this is Tom Pollard from Human Resources calling for Wilma. We are so happy you'll be joining our team at Morristown Engineering. Could you come in next Monday morning for your orientation? After, you'll be able to meet some co-workers and have a tour of the facility. Just to warn you, getting to our office is a little tricky right now. The street we're on is closed to traffic because of construction. I recommend parking a couple of blocks away and walking. Also, I'd like to invite you to join me for lunch the day you come. That way you can ask any questions you might have. Anyway, give me a call back to confirm.
Number 89. What is the main purpose of the message? Number 90. What problem does the speaker mention? Number 91. What does the speaker say the listener can do during lunch? Questions 92 through 94 refer to the following excerpt from a meeting.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to compliment you all for your excellent work on the Peterson ad campaign. Their company has already seen a jump in sales from the advertisements we created. Next on the agenda, I want to let you know about a great professional development opportunity. We've decided to start offering reimbursement, covering tuition and other fees for all employees who take classes at the local business school. And there are lots of great options to choose from. There's an interesting evening course called Creative Advertising, and it has earned many awards. If you have any questions, let me know.
Number 92. Where do the listeners most likely work? Number 93. What will the company do? Number 94. Why does the speaker say,
It has earned many awards?
Questions 95 through 97 refer to the following telephone message and schedule.
Hello, I'm calling because I can't find my sunglasses. I think I may have left them in one of your theaters yesterday. The sunglasses should be in a blue case. The case could have fallen under the seat. Anyway, I was at the 4:30 showing of Long Distance Run and was sitting toward the back of the theater with some friends. If the sunglasses are there, could you call me back to let me know? You can call me at any time. My number's 555-0129. Thanks.
Number 95. Why is the speaker calling? Number 96. Look at the graphic. Which theater was the speaker in yesterday? Number 97. What does the speaker request? Questions 98 through 100 refer to the following instructions and map.
Good morning. We're happy you've joined our team at BG Gardening Service. I'd like to tell you about some of the landscaping you'll be responsible for. Our gardening company maintains the outdoor areas at the Delville Shopping Complex, and you'll be doing your first job over there today. Look at this map of the shopping complex. In the lower left, where Elm Road and Main Street meet, there's a small building. You'll be responsible for the gardens around that building. I'll explain more at the site. Let's head over there now so I can show you in person.
Number 98. Who most likely are the listeners? Look at the graphic. Which building does the speaker?
ตรงนี้คืออะไรครับ พวกก่อปูนอ๋อแล้วเจ้านี้จะไว้ไหนครับ
100.
มันอยู่ที่
What
นี่
will
นะ
the
จบแล้ว
listener
ไปล้างมือ
most likely
อ๋อ
do?
ผมเอาให้มันลงดีๆหน่อยไม่เป็นไรใครครับผมยังเอากงกินอ่ะ
เป็นยังไงบ้างครับมีใครทำข้อสอบบ้างกิติศักดิ์ทำหรือเปล่าครับนัทพรชาลิสาชวันรัตน์จิราพรกนกรัตน์นพศรนะครับปฐมพรพัชราอะไรนะพัชยาพลพรนะฮะพรพัศรพจนีรัตตินาธนินธนัชชาวรัมพรวสพลวารุณีวรวีเบญจพรรุจิเลศธัญรัตน์เท่าที่ attend class นะครับเป็นไงบ้างประมาณนี้นะครับก็แคปหน้าจอนี้ไปแล้วกันถ้าอยากจะเช็คคำตอบนะครับ alright เดี๋ยวกลับไปที่ lecture ต่อแล้วกันนะเพราะว่ายังเหลือเวลาอีกนิดนึงก่อนไปเบรก I'm sorry for that. All right, so for the TOEIC reading test, right, reading comprehension. So here, this might be a trick and strategy that all of you have to do for a reading test, just because you're gonna have like 75 minutes for a reading test, but I would suggest that you need to heavily focus on the reading comprehension, which is 50 item of the test score, right? And first of all, what you need to do is that you have to preview the text. It means that glance overall picture of that text, okay? So here it is recommended that previewing a text before reading is prepare you to quickly gain an understanding of what you are about to read. Okay, it's kind of prediction what you are going to read. For example, like if you're reading email, right? What you need to do is that you have to identify the problem and what would be a solution or possibility to do so. So to preview a text, you need to use skimming and scanning. It means that if you use a scanning technique, you need to scan it from the beginning to the end. This one might be practical for the advertisement when it comes to the reading test, okay? And then to get a big picture of understanding, you need to skim, okay, the introductory and concluding paragraph. So once we figure out the whole passage on the long run, right? What you need to do is that just see the first sentence first and then try to understand it. Or even you need to see the concluding sentence and try to understand it as well. Okay, so it means that you need to use both tip and strategy, which are scanning and skimming technique. Good. So here, I would say that reading comprehension is kind of very difficult part for all of you to get a very, an impressive score. But in order to make sure that it can handle the test in times, you need to practice with tip and strategy here. I would say that approaching a text will make a big differences on how efficiently you can digest the material. Sometimes you need to read a lot. I mean, read whole sentences or even whole picture of that reading, but sometimes you need not to do so. So I would say that it depends on the way that you are reading about, okay? And what I want you to do is that you need to understand the author's goal. It means that the overall picture that you read and you get a meaningful sentence from that passage. For example, for a TOEIC test, what we need to identify is that we need to understand the business context instead of other things, okay? Right. And then this one. I'm sorry. Reading quickly with good comprehension requires focus and concentration. You need to stay focused when you read, just because it takes only 45 minutes. Let's say it takes only 30 minutes, okay, for a reading comprehension. So you need to practice by focusing just only for 30 minutes, right? For example, here, minimize external noise, distraction, and interruption, and be mindful when your thoughts wander as you read. When you read, you have to stay focused, and that's it. If you notice that you're really good at focusing, it would be great for reading comprehension, okay? And then many readers read a few sentences passively without focus, then spend time going back and rereading to make sure that they understand them. It means that if you stay focused, you just read it. That's only one time, right? But if we just read it for fun, I mean, if you don't stay focused much, it means that when it comes to do the question type of a reading test, eliminating choices, right? Eliminating choices. So it go back that you have to reread again and again. So it's a waste of time, I guess. Next one would be increase your reading speed. Pay attention to your eyes. Okay, so here would be like just because it's a time test, just only for 30 minutes for a reading test. If you read slowly, it doesn't work for your reading test at all. So what you need to do is that practice reading test by glancing just only the essential information instead of it. Okay. Next one, pointing your finger or a pen at each chunk of word, okay, will help you learn to move your eye quickly over the text. So it's practical for you, for your reading strategy, just because if you can do speed reading, so it means that you can handle the test in time. But anyway, comprehension is a key in order to make sure that you can get a score from that. And the last one would be, unless you're reading something extremely important, just skip the sections that aren't relevant to your purpose. Okay, when it comes to do the reading test for a TOEIC exam, right? Sometimes we just focus on the important section. Okay, we don't have to read all of section, but just pick up that is related to the question type, and that's it. Okay. ไม่มีอะไรแล้วนะครับก็ tip and strategy เบาๆนะครับแคปเลยนะครับแป๊บหนึ่งนะครับโอเคมีคนขอดูเฉลยอีกรอบหนึ่ง Oh my god for example what อันนี้นะครับให้เราแคปไปเลยแล้วกันนะครับเฮ้ยมันเป็น50ข้อนี่หว่า sorry ครับอีก50ข้อครับผมเมื่อกี้ทันไปแล้วใช่ไหม50ข้อทันค่ะโอเคงั้นก็เบรกไปเลยแล้วกันนะครับเจอกันอีกที่10โมงตรงนะครับ everybody thank you so much
Thank you